Some of the most disgruntled Christians on the planet are people who have unmet expectations from God. Proverbs says this: hope deferred makes the heart sick. Some of the heart sickness comes because people have embraced big picture prophetic words about their lives and their futures, and they've not come to pass. You know, we who affirm prophetic ministry today, we should be concerned about this. In this video, I want to give you 4 reasons why prophetic words don't come to pass. Number 1, there's been a failure to discern the nature of the prophetic promise. In another video, I unpack the 3 types of prophetic promises. There are decrees where God says this will happen, period. There are conditional promises where God says this will happen if. And then there are invitational promises where God says this can happen, this is possible if we work together. Too many Christians simply believe that whenever God speaks to them, he speaks in decrees. While I affirm decrees, I'll say this: most of the time when God speaks to me, he speaks in invitational promises or conditional promises. These types of promises require human divine partnership. Number 2, perhaps we've neglected the human responsibility. Sometimes when prophetic promises come, they come with conditions that need to be met in order for the word to be fulfilled. At other times, the promise comes and we need to lean in with prayer a little bit longer and ask God, are there any immediate steps that I need to take in this season to see this word come to pass? In either case, both prophetic promises require a human sense of responsibility, a response to see the word of the Lord come to pass. Number 3, perhaps the timing is off. One of the most difficult things to discern in prophecy is not the meaning of symbolism, but the timing of prophetic words. Often I say this: your friends can help you discern meaning, but it takes leaders in our lives to help us discern God's timing. Leaders who are familiar with the ways of God and what it takes to prepare a vessel to be used for his glory. Sometimes we're walking around with 20-year prophetic promises, but we're only in year 1 and year 2 and we're getting overly disgruntled. If that's you, just know the timing might be off. Finally, number 4, it could be a false word. Listen, I hate to say it, but it needs to be said. There's a lot of believers that are walking around having embraced big picture words about their future, when in reality those words are a little bit inaccurate, or worse, they're altogether false. A lot of this has come from the fact that in our charismatic culture, we've not emphasized well the process of testing prophetic words. Listen, if you're carrying big picture words about your future and you've not yet tested them, I want to encourage you, put the word on pause and go through a process, a journey with God to test those prophetic words. If you need a process that would be helpful, check out my other video on testing prophecy. There you go, 4 reasons prophetic words don't come to pass. If this video helped you, make sure and share it on social media. If you're hungry for more training, certainly check out our e-course, Hearing God, at adamnarcisa.com.